ended up just using, drinking every single day. It really exaggerated the fact that I was depressed. I was drowning out a bunch of things that happened to me as a child. I was pronounced dead like 2 years ago from an overdose, and I was brought back to life. So I feel like there's a reason why I'm here. I always cut the fat off.
25-year-old Josh is in a drug and alcohol rehabilitation program at Bernalillo County's Metropolitan Assessment Treatment Center, or MATS.
Before I checked in, October 24th, I was sleeping under the coal bridge. And for me, that was a lonely feeling.
For the first time in a long time, Josh is feeling confident about breaking out of the cycle he's been living.
I've acquired a sense of hope through God and through this program, and all I can do is keep pushing forward.
In 2014, voters in Bernalillo County overwhelmingly approved the behavioral health tax that stands to collect about $17 million a year.
The Behavioral Health Initiative is about creating a network of services that support those in our community who have a behavioral health condition. So regardless of where they are in terms of their diagnosis, they need support, resources, and health care throughout their journey.
We believe that this is a very important initiative because it really speaks to what we need to be doing in the community to address both mental health issues, which affect criminal behavior, it affects how often we're going in and out of emergency rooms, it affects poverty, it touches everything that we do.
Whoops, I don't have it on. Takes better pictures if you turn it on. I have bipolar disorder, which means I have bipolar 2, so I have hypomania and serious depression.
Susan Page was diagnosed with depression 29 years ago following the sudden death of her infant son.
I was already very depressed. He was barely 4 months old, and I just was not doing well at all. My mother was a very critical person. She had been essentially raised by wolves and did not know how to be a loving parent. And my sisters and I are all pretty screwed up as a result. My father was an alcoholic, and so I did not get good parenting growing up.
Despite everything Susan's dealt with, she's resilient. As a retired district attorney, wife, and mother, she stays active. She is also part of the Behavioral Health Initiative, serving on a subcommittee. And when she isn't generously donating her time to causes close to her heart, you can find her snapping photographs, taking art lessons, meeting with friends, and writing poetry.
It's called Character from California Boat Names. I am an instigator. I grab life with gusto, sow seeds of gratitude. And that was the 3 boat names: instigator, gusto, and gratitude.
We have started programs to prevent adverse childhood experiences that lead to behavioral health issues in adulthood.
Things like divorce in your family, abuse, a family member going to jail or leaving for incarceration for a long period of time. When you have that community action at the very beginning, it's very important to keep that motivation going by making sure that you have the community participate in the services that need to be developed.
Like services offered by PB&J Family Services, where they're under contract with the Behavioral Health Initiative to reduce trauma through a program called ACEs.
I actually used to go to Peanut Butter and Jelly when I was a kid. So when I had the option to do parenting classes there and get her involved in there, I took that option right away because I love that place.
Jasmine grew up in a household where both her parents struggled with drug abuse.
My mom and dad were both in and out of jail. We actually got involved with the program because my grandma didn't drive. My grandma adopted us and she didn't drive. So they would pick us up and take us to the jail to go see our mom on family day.
2 little monkeys swinging from a tree.
The exact type of situation the BHI program ACEs is now helping families and children work through, like Jasmine, who also fell into the cycle of addiction.
I was trying to get clean by myself, and she got into my purse and got a hold of a Suboxone. So they ended up taking her away from me, and I lost everything when I lost her.
But today, Jasmine and her daughter Audrina are together and are both benefiting from these supportive services through PB&J.
Felicia is now my counselor. She did so much just to get me back on my feet.
Jasmine looks forward to regular meetings with Felicia, whether it's parenting classes or weekend outings.
They become family. You grow relationships with them and you become family with them, and they're just amazing people.
3 different life stories, all overlapping with the Behavioral Health Initiative and making our community a better, safer, healthier place to live.
Our goal is to create a system in our community where no one falls through the cracks and everyone who needs support gets it.
To date, 14 programs have been created, from housing to crisis services. Thousands of people are now receiving support and treatment through Bernalillo County's BHI.
We're changing lives.
We're changing lives.
We're changing lives.
We're changing lives.